Hello guys, welcome to another video. Now, I wanted to do a short one today to explain a bit of tech with a new unique item that's come into the game as part of the Necropolis League mechanic. That's the Hand of Phrecia, and this is a new pair of unique gloves that can only be obtained in the Necropolis grave crafting mechanic, and to get them you need to bury 4 different members of the Phrecia family, and the craft will then assemble to create these new unique gloves. So at first glance, these gloves are a new link skill focused unique. They grant a bunch of increased aura effects from your skills when you have a linked target, and they make it so your auras can only affect you and a linked target, preventing them from applying their usual effect within an area around you. So I think it's quite obvious that the design of these gloves is meant for a 2-person party, 1 person playing a support build and 1 playing a damage build, something like that. However, there's a bit of special tech going on here for solo players, for playing on your own. So the tech with these gloves, I'm not sure if it's intended or not, but it's basically an interaction between 2 different mechanics. And that's the final line on these gloves. Non-curse auras from your skills only apply to you and linked targets. This line is important when we're taking into account generosity support. So generosity support is a support gem which doesn't have any kind of cost and reservation multiplier, and the whole idea of generosity support is that it boosts up the aura effect of any skills that you use, but it prevents that skill from affecting yourself. There's some special interactions there with generosity that already exist in the game, such as with Dread Banner and things like that, but the main use case of generosity is in a support build where you're providing your auras out to allies or minions or things like that. However, generosity has the line, supported auras do not affect you. Now what's going on here is that the line on the new Hand of Phrecia unique gloves overrides this line from generosity. So non-curse auras from your skills only apply to you and linked targets. That one overrides the generosity's line, which stops the aura from working on you, and it makes it so the aura will work on you and you'll still grant the aura effect from generosity as well. Now, I personally didn't discover this tech. I saw it on another YouTube video. I'll actually link that YouTube video in this description below, from Dandy Jandon, who talked about this tech a little bit with use of Victario's Influence. That's a unique body armor which provides a level 30 generosity and grants a bunch of reservation efficiency as well. However, I'm not really convinced that it's a worthwhile trade-off to use your glove slot and body armor slot for this tech, but it will allow you to use many more reservation skills there if you do go down that route. I'd like to just look at these gloves from the perspective of trading off your glove slot to use these gloves, and then make use of generosity in your aura link to gain a big chunk of aura effect. At level 21, generosity provides 40% increased aura effect, and you can even use Awakened Generosity, which at level 5 will grant 44% increased aura effect, and +1 to the level of aura gems that it's linked to. So if you're able to make that trade-off for the glove slot and use these unique gloves, and you're able to find an extra link or 2 to apply generosity to your reserved auras, you can make use of this tech to gain a bunch of aura effect to massively improve those auras on you. So here's some notable aura interactions. A level 23 Purity of Fire, Ice or Lightning would gain an extra 2% maximum resistance, along with the resistance provided there by the aura. And that's quite important for either a chieftain or a character using Melding of the Flesh. A level 21 Determination would gain 20% more armor and about 860 flat armor to go with it from that 40% increase. A level 21 Grace would gain 12% more evasion and 1080 flat evasion. And a level 21 Hatred would gain 10% Fizz as extra cold and 7% more cold damage. That's really nice there for a Fizz to cold conversion build. And of course there's things like Vow Haste there as well, which would gain a massive improvement from this tech. And all of those things that I just listed there would be stronger with Awakened Generosity. That was just an example with a level 21 Generosity support. So that's pretty much it. That's the tech there with these gloves. I'm not sure if it's intended, because usually in Path of Exile, a downside, which is an absolute modifier, such as, for example, if you had 2 modifiers, one that said you always crit and one that says you can't crit, well, the can't crit overrides the always crit. And in this case, you have the glove modifier, which says your aura skills only apply to you, and then the generosity support modifier, which says your auras do not affect you. So in my opinion, the way I'm reading that, it should be that the generosity aura modifier of your auras do not affect you overrides the one on the gloves, but right now, in-game, generosity support is providing its aura effect with these gloves, and those auras still affect you. So that's the secret tech with these gloves. Once again, I'll link the video from Dandy Jandon in the description if you're interested in that. I know that they were doing some experimentation with Victario's influence, so you can check that out in the description below if you're interested. Thank you to my channel supporters over on Patreon. Your support is very much appreciated. If you'd like to join them and support this channel going forward, you can check out the link. It's in the description below. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.